Hi, my name is Susan Bateman, and I'm here with ClikRay to talk to you and train you guys on how to use a new revolutionary design for sensor holders for the Dexis system. If you're like most offices today, you have a system that looks a lot like this, where you have tons of different rings, bite blocks, metal rods, and this is what you have to use in order to take a full mouth x-ray. Well, no more. We're here today to simplify the x-ray taking process and to make your lives a lot easier. So the first thing that we're going to do today is to get rid of all of this. There it goes. This is what your new system is going to look like. With the ClikRay systems, we have one ring, one rod, and one holder for all views. With this little system, you can take an entire full mouth x-ray without having to have all those different parts and pieces. So when you get your Dexis system, it's going to come into a bag that looks just like this. There's two systems that typically come in a bag or in a pouch. And you're going to take out one ring, one rod, and one holder. Now, one of the first things I really like to address with our system is the flexibility that you have in this particular system. And this is by design, because when you have a metal system, this is very rigid. And when you put it on a rigid bite block and you put this in a patient's mouth, you have a lot of discomfort. The only thing that's going to give here is actually patient's mouth. With our system, this little bit of flex that we have in here allows this to flex instead of the patient's jaw or their mouth, and it's going to be a lot more comfortable for them. So what we're going to do to assemble this is we have a small pin on the end of the rod, and we're going to slide this into the middle hole on the holder, and then we're going to slide our ring directly onto the rod. You will notice that this ring clicks into three positions: high, medium, and low. And just for today's demonstration, with our sensor, we're actually not going to be using a sensor sleeve today. One of the other things you guys are going to want to keep in mind here is that X marks the spots. We have a little X right on the rod right here, and it's important to keep your thumb on that, because if you don't and you're actually moving this rod, one of the biggest learning curves is this will actually pop out. So again, just put that in the middle, put your thumb on it, and actually hold it while you're actually making your adjustments. So we're going to take our sensor and we're going to slide it into the sensor holder, and there's also another little clip right here where you can tuck the tail and keep it out of the way. So the nice part here is we're just going to slide this all the way up to the top, and we're going to click our ring all the way up to the top, and we're going to be able to take an upper, flip it, and take a lower and a lower. We're going to click the ring in the middle. We're going to slide the sensor to the middle, bite wing, bite wing, bite wing, bite wing. Then we're going to slide this to the lowest position, click this to the lowest position, and we're going to take a lower, flip it, and take an upper. All of your posteriors are done. Then we're going to pop our sensor out, and we're going to go to the anterior position. We're going to slide the sensor in, we're going to pop the rod out and literally flip it over and tuck it back in, hanging on to that. We're going to click this into the highest position. We're going to slide our sensor to the highest position, and we're going to take our anteriors, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we get a lot of questions also about vertical bite wings. So a very easy thing to do with this system as well. You're going to slide your sensor to the middle, click your ring to the middle, and you're able to take vertical bite wings. And when you're done with this thing is so easy. You take your sensor out, you disassemble this, and what you're going to do is you're going to actually put all of this into one autoclave bag. And this is a big deal, because I know a lot of people that are actually taking the x-rays have to dig through different autoclave bags to find the correct parts and pieces in order even to set their x-ray table up. This way everything is in one bag, and you're going to save a lot of time, energy, effort, and money. So the other thing I'm also going to address is the durability of this particular system. These units are actually made out of the same material that your bite blocks are made out of. So they're going to last just as long as your bite blocks. And the other nice part about it that you don't have to worry about are broken pins in your metal system. And the nice part about it is that most metal systems in offices today retail for about $250, where this particular system retails for about $50 for this whole thing right here. And this is, again, going to just make your life a lot easier. And if you're training new staff, I cannot tell you how this will simplify the process of new staff. It's very difficult to teach them all about the different rings and rods and different colored bite blocks. One ring, one rod, one holder, all views. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about today are our sensor cover sleeves. These are fantastic, and I'm going to show you right here because we have a magnification of this. Our sensor cover sleeves have rounded edges, and this is fantastic because it gives a nice tight fit to the sensor, and it doesn't have those sharp corners that end up poking and gagging your patients. The other thing is that it has a staggered sleeve where it's longer on one side than the other, so you have easy insertion of your sensors. And then we also clearly mark the sizes on our each individual bag. We have size 1, 1+2, and 2s. So this right here will make it a lot easier because you know as well as I do, when you actually take a sensor bag out, you never get one. You usually get 2 or 3 of them. So if they're laying on a tray, you'll know exactly which size you're using. So this is our system, nice, simple, and easy to use. If you have additional questions, please visit us at www.ClikRay.com.